because you ain't got all your eggs in one basket. So maybe discuss
Yeah.
about like what's your life look like now that you're in med school.
Yeah.
Okay, because some people like I don't know what being in med school is like.
Oh,
You
I
know what I'm
can tell
saying?
you.
Like yeah, dive into like what's med school like and
Mm-hmm.
how you're able to still do other stuff. It's not
Yeah.
like oh I can't hang out with my friends or I
Yeah.
can't party, I can't do nothing. I
Yeah.
just gotta focus.
Yeah. So to describe like the typical med day, I'll start with this semester just because I'm currently in it right now. Fun fact, I did my first injection today. Yeah, in clinic.
Like a needle in
Yeah.
someone already.
Yeah.
Good,
I
they only in 1 year and they're not even in the year yet. The year ain't done yet and they injecting people.
they told me, they were like, you want to do it today? And I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mine is my first time meeting like this different group because I'll explain the med school format, but I meet them and they're like, yeah, 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 I'll do it. She's showing me how to do the alcohol and stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm really about to do this. But
Wiping on it.
yeah, to wipe it on the spot and then to put it in to kind of draw to make
Don't
sure.
try this at home.
Yes, do not try it. I don't make sure it's sterile. And yeah, but I did it. But it felt so fulfilling to do that because it's like, oh my goodness, like there's little milestones that you do in medicine that just make you feel good about things. But now let me give you the day to day. So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, every day we have lectures. But it's typically Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays that we have like the units. So right now we have metabolism, but last year we had host defense, like immunology, microbiology, hematology, blood.
Nothing that we know about.
Yeah, look them up, Google them up. I had to Google them too before I had to do the test. But yeah, and then also we have like a foundations, and then we have I think human development later. But you have different units that are in blocks, right? So it's a few weeks that you're doing these units.
Foundation math, eh?
Yeah, it's foundational. I was like, this foundations. But yeah, so we have those. But then also at the same time, one cool thing about Dahazi is you have like an elective or family medicine experience in your first year. So last term I had an elective where I got to basically job shadow and actively participate, not just shadow, but like actively participate in gastroenterology. And then now I'm doing family medicine for a few weeks.
So they dive into that stuff super early, not
Oh, yeah.
just wait until you're in a couple years in.
Yeah.
That's tough.
And it's really nice too because it's like you get to kind of get exposed to stuff early as well. And yeah, that's once a week. What else do we do? We have skilled clinicians. So we get to basically once a week as well, you get to interact with like actor simulated patients. So people that may be acting out emotions like anger or
Like real life simulation.
yeah, like actually like if you came in and you were like an actor, you could be acting like you're angry about something or whatever it may be.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna have to like kind of deal with your emotion and approach that. And then
But I don't like that diagnosis.
yeah, and then we have to kind of like think on the fly, right? So we'll have like some of those scenarios, or we'll just have scenarios where like a patient will be acting and presenting with like, I don't know, elbow pain or something. And then you have to kind of explore with questions. But then also we get to interact with volunteer patients. So let's say instead of acting, you came in and you were like, you wanted to volunteer. You could come in and we do like a history assessment on you. You tell me actually what history that you have going on. We'd look into that, ask questions. It's just really cool. And then you get to do like case presentations and stuff on that. And
You're
go
gonna
through your thing.
inspire someone that's gonna be a doctor based off this
Yeah.
episode.
It's really dope. It's really dope, y'all. Like going into it, like you think, I don't know, and like the group of people and the students make it fun too and stuff. Like O week was amazing, orientation week. Getting to know students, like it's just funny because yeah, everyone like people are down to earth, and when you get to connect with the students and stuff and like make connections and laugh and you bring your personality to it and don't let things around you kind of strip you of your personality, like it's so much fun. Those are the main things I guess I'd highlight from medicine. There's definitely a couple other things we do that I'm missing, but those are like the highlights.
Yeah, that's dope. You give them a good outlook on medicine and
Yeah.
the pursuit of it, and eventually, hopefully, you'll still be doing some type of media, so you'll be able to talk about being a doctor.
True, true, yeah, and the growth there and stuff. And hopefully I'll see some of y'all in a few years.
Yeah,
If you're
if you're about to be a family doctor, bring your kids and stuff there too.
Yo, get on my list right now. Like right now. So like right now, I'm interested in family medicine. So y'all, if you're watching this and you want to get on my list, you gotta like, comment, share it with someone, follow this page, and then you might have a chance on getting on my list. So please do that.
Yes, and we'll know if they did this because when you leave your one-word checkout, you got to put an asterisk beside it. So then we'll know that you listened to this point and you're putting in for your application to be on her list.
But yeah, that's my little spiel. Now I wanna get a little bit more into you and what you've been up to lately and maybe some new things on the go.
Okay. We'll dive in. So most
Mhm,
people know me for Trev Clothing. So
mhm,
trust, respect, education, value, brand based on principles for success,
mhm.
luxury brand. You see, you got one of them exclusive sweaters on that no one really probably seen. Um, so yeah, I've been continuously building Trev almost a decade so far now. It's been a while. It's been a journey. It's been a lot of ups and downs. Um, I've always like worked at it like in a maxed out capacity to where I just put my all into it as much as I can. But like you were saying, I try to navigate other things.
Mhm.
So since probably 2019, I've been working in community. I worked at Ceasefire. So that was like,
Okay.
I did some violence interrupting. It's called like violence interrupter. And so we would work in community and just try to prevent violence essentially. And
Mm,
like a lot of community outreach work. So like connecting with people, they call it community navigator. So just being in community, being available. That was like my first intro to like actually having work in community, and like I loved it because I'm already connected to all these people. Now I'm building stronger connections with
mm,
them. So that was like one of the big things that I enjoyed. And then funny enough, a few years later, ended up working at DBDLI. So I work at DBDLI, help with their graphics, their social media, and like all kinds of different projects. Because I have a brand, I'm plugged in with a lot of different suppliers and stuff. So
mm,
easily to get like products and stuff done up. And then I've been working with them since 2020. Love the job there, Afrocentric. So it just makes me realize like how much I love the community and how much I'm actually plugged into the community. I didn't realize how much I was, but everything that I do kind of it comes to like, okay, you did Ceasefire,
mhm,
you have Trev Clothing, you work at DBDLI. All that's Afrocentric, and all of that is being in community, building in community, connecting value, providing value, all that type of stuff. And then the opportunity that come with this is the ANS Lab, One North End, working with Rodney. So Rodney knew me from community, from like probably when I was a kid. I can't remember, but
mhm.
he ended up coming to recruit me to work with you guys, and it's like blessing because
Yeah.
now I have more employment. I'm able to work continuously in community,
Mhm.
not just African Nova Scotian community, but we work at the Y. So we do a collaboration with the EDGE program.
Yeah.
So we work with young adults that are either on assistance or at risk to be on assistance if their ages 18 to 26. So I've met a lot of people from community, a lot of people from outside community, all different creeds and colors, like different backgrounds. So that's like a real passion of mine too, is just helping folks find. So the whole point of the EDGE program is an employment program.
Yeah.
So we work with youth to help them find employment,
Mhm.
and not just any employment, like meaningful employment stuff that is they're going to be passionate about. So it's not just slapping a band-aid on it and then go, like, you know what I mean? It's not
Mm.
like you come to us and then you go
Yeah.
and now you got a job, peace out. It's more so like you come to us,
Mm.
we determine like, where we help determine with you like what are your passions, what do you want to do,
Yeah.
and then help them get meaningful or secure meaningful employment.
Mhm.
And so that's what I've been doing for a while now. And then recently there's this other job that I've been trying to get for like 2 years. And last week they said, "Oh, we put you back into the competition." And so I ended up getting like a interview like randomly out the blue. And I've been trying to get it for 2 years. So I applied for it twice. And then so if I get it, I get it. But I ain't gonna say what it is until next episode if I
Congrats
get
on
it.
the interview though. I
Yeah,
mean, like
yeah.
that's
So in the interview, it went good,
yeah.
and then I felt like I just kept it real. I just told him like, everything that I've done, everything I just told you guys is like that's what accumulated to me now who I am, and I'm bringing a lot of value to this opportunity, to this position. Like
Yeah.
I didn't tell them in the interview, but like there's no one else better than me
Yeah.
that you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just believing that and
Yeah.
knowing that I might not get the job, but if I do,
Man,
you guys, if I do, you guys better give me top pay. No
top
cap,
piece.
no cap. But yeah, so that's basically everything that I've
Mhm.
been up to in a nutshell. And then I also have been right now I'm on a writing residency.
Mm.
So
Okay.
for the month of January through the Writers Federation of Nova Scotia, I applied, got accepted, and it's either 2 weeks or a month, and I end up opting in for the month. So I'm in their residency writing 2 books. And one book, it was like I'll touch on it a little bit if
Mhm.
you
Yeah, go for it.
it's Trevor's Life Lessons was the initial title, the working title, but I ended up shifting the name. So it's basically a self-help memoir.
Mhm.
So like think about like any self-help book that like gives you advice.
Mhm.
guidance. So it's like basically the struggles that I went through, what I learned, how I got through it.
Mhm.
And so it'll have some of those, and then it's just like life lessons basically.
Mm.
And so it's called Turning Silver into Gold. So because we're all on the journey of like,
Mhm.
if we start as silver, because my last name Trevor Silver,
Mm.
so we're all turning silver into gold. So I'm on that journey. So I'm working towards doing that. So I want to highlight that while I'm on the journey, not just once I get to gold.
Mm.
And so the other book would be, it's called The Adventures of Trustamundo.
Mm.
So it follows the story of a boy named Tajon T.J. Dixon, and he's like 15. He plays basketball. He finds a golden chain in his aunt's attic,
Mhm.
and it has magical powers connected to crypto and the blockchain. So that's all I'll give on that so
Mm.
far. But that book is basically a way to tell a fun story about a kid from the Black community
Mhm.
that's plugged into and learning about crypto and digital art. So I want to be able to have a fun story, but also teach with the story. So it's like a YA young adult novel, and then I got the self-help memoir.
Wow. So going into the writing, have you ever like wrote a book or anything in the past? And what's this journey been like doing this with? Yeah.
It's been rough because like I'm not the best writer. Like
Mhm.
I went to Dal, we read essays and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and so that's where I got my skill set of like writing.
Yeah.
But I never been good at like storytelling.
Mm.
So what I have to do is like learn to be a better storyteller. So I'm
Yeah.
working on that. And shout out to Wanda Taylor. She was the mentor in the summer. So through that, the Writers Federation of Nova Scotia, I did before this, I did a summer program thing. It was like 2 weeks, and Wanda Taylor was the mentor, and she basically
Nice.
taught us intensively for 2 weeks about like book writing, proposal writing, how to get a agent, how to get a like publisher,
Mhm.
and basically that gave me and instilled in me like, okay, I am a writer. So like she basically
That's nice.
instilled in us that confidence of like, you are a writer, you can do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that made me feel like I can write, and now I've been writing, and
Yeah.
it's way tougher than I thought. Like I thought I would be able to like do a lot of the work, but then I mean trying to balance some of the work that I do
Mhm.
on a day to day, and then with the brand and with stuff like that. And I also have Black History Month merch
Oh.
coming out, so like with that, shout out to Yewande. She's a Nigerian artist, and she's the one that did the Black History Month
Mhm.
Volume 6. So this is our 6th year doing it. So with all the proceeds from the merch that we sell,
Mhm.
we are able to do community initiatives for young students
Mhm.
or scholarships.
Mm.
So like sometimes it's scholarships, sometimes it's something in community, sometimes it's a giveaway.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of different things. So this year we put a bunch of different people on there. Maybe they could show it on the screen. But it's we put a lot of different people on there this year. Some folks that passed away. So
Mhm.
rest in peace, Shaney Boy, Tyson King. He's like an OG to me, like a mentor that put me onto a lot of different things, put me onto like a lot of different opportunities when I was starting up my brand. Um, and actually, I started a podcast,
Mhm.
my own podcast, and it goes touches on that book. So
I love
Turning
it.
Silver into Gold, and he was one of the people that I wanted to be one of my first guests on there. So like, I'm glad that I'm able to continue to push it because I told him like I'm going to get him on there, but now I'm kind of doing it, but I'm pushing forward with everything, just with that energy of like he's watching over.
I
You know
love
what I
it.
mean?
Like you
Like
are up
yeah,
here, like you said, the purpose and like the in the back of your.
yeah. So like I got to just keep going and doing all the things that I'm doing because based on what you were saying is like do all of the things because if you're only doing one thing,
Mhm.
that's not my purpose on earth is to do everything I could do because I could be gone tomorrow. At least I started it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Someone else can pick it up and finish it. But but yeah, that's I probably didn't even touch on the podcast. So the podcast is basically similar to the book where we're all turning silver into gold and I'm interviewing people that are seemingly successful in their fields.
Yeah.
So like they might not be at the pinnacle where they think they are,
Mhm.
but to me they're successful and I want to interview them on how they turn silver into gold. So that's basically the podcast that I've been working on with shout out B&V Media cuz I'm still hosting this, but like I got my own podcast too. So like go tune in.
No, for real. I love that. It sounds like, yeah, you've been tapping into a lot of, I mean, you've always been a creative, especially with like Trev clothing, but also you tapping into like the writing and the podcasting and kind of like branching off into that, which I think is great and amazing. And I'm proud of you for yourself on that. Really inspiring. Maybe what do you find like what are some like things you found the most rewarding in doing, like, the writing and learning how to storytell and then doing the podcasting? Like, what are some rewarding experiences that you get?
That's a great question because I never really thought about it, but
Mhm,
like realizing right now in real time that like the reward is like the skills that I'm learning, the skills that I'm building. So like with the podcasting, excuse me, I'm becoming a better interviewer.
mhm,
I'm becoming a better listener when before I might not have been able to listen to other people, you know what I'm saying? Or like watching it back and realizing like, oh, I could do this more. I could do less of this. And I feel like that's part of the building of the becoming a better interviewer.
mhm,
When it comes to the writing, it's like you gotta write so much, you
mm,
gotta edit so much, and you gotta do too much.
mm.
But I don't like writing.
Yeah.
So like I know that I don't like writing. So I know that's gonna be a challenge for me. It's gonna
Mhm.
but then when I get out on the other end of it, it's like, am I gonna be a writer? Or would I rather like a ghostwriter? Like I don't know, because I'm in a place right now where like this ain't easy. But I have the story and I want to get it out there, so I have to do what I gotta do.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get done. It's just frig man, I don't know. When you guys gonna see them books.
That's good though. I love it though because 'cause you're challenging yourself and you're branching out, and I feel like you're also gonna be telling stories that need to be told. Because I know there's a lot of youth, like, I look up to you as well, and you inspire a lot of youth that, like, they'd be looking forward to
Yeah.
reading some of these things and hearing your storytelling and the narratives that you'll be able to share as well. Another question, so I feel like from learning from you, there's a lot of aspects of your life that, like, I think you said you went to law school and then you switched to do Trip clothing, and then now
Mm-hmm.
you're doing some of, like, the writing and
Abort,
stuff.
abort.
No, I like it though, because I think also for other people to look, it's like you're allowed to change direction, to
Mm-hmm.
find the things that you're passionate about and to pursue those, at any point. But maybe a question would be, looking back, if you were to, like, have, like, a younger Trevor Silver looking at you right now, do you think this is what you would have envisioned or
Uh no. I thought I'd be like a lawyer. I thought I would like have a firm. I thought like not saying like I want that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like this is the younger me looking up to me
Mhm.
is like a firm. Always was an
Yeah.
entrepreneurial mindset. Like those are the things that I wanted to do, but like I feel like the journey kind of brought me more closer to my purpose,
Mhm.
my actual purpose. Because before it was like, I mean, I realized it when I was in law school, and then when I was
Yeah.
working at a firm, it's like I don't want to be this guy.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to wear a suit. I don't want to feel like I gotta like be somebody that I'm not. Like, and not to be like, in order for me to be that person, I'd have to like build myself up continuously or whatever and do what I'm doing now in a different capacity. But I didn't want to be that person.
Mhm.
Like I didn't want to have to wear a suit every day. I didn't want to have to be this person. You know what I'm saying? And like it's hard to really articulate for other people, but it's
Yeah.
just like I didn't want that.
Mhm.
And like I'm glad, and even in retrospect, it's like I'm so glad I'm not a lawyer, you know. But the beauty of it is, if I didn't pursue becoming a lawyer,
Mhm.
I wouldn't have the brand today.
Yeah.
So like the thing about the confidence is went to university, built up my like vocabulary from doing the assignments, built up my like writing skills, not the best storyteller, but built up my confidence of like, okay, I'm supposed to be here in university.
Mhm.
And then that reset when I got to law school, but then I realized like I don't want to fit in here. I
Mhm.
don't want to be in here. I don't want this. So then the reason why I say I wouldn't have had the brand if I didn't go to law school is because in law classes when I made the first designs
Mm.
is when I made my first t-shirt. And so it's like if I didn't pursue that, I wouldn't be pursuing this because I wouldn't have like pursue what you think your purpose is,
Mhm.
and that allows you to find your true purpose. So
Yeah.
like right now, my true purpose is building Trev clothing,
Mhm.
building a brand with purpose. But that also builds me. So
Mm.
like trusting myself, respecting myself, educating myself, valuing myself and others. But if I didn't go to school, I wouldn't have got to learn or the knowledge of how to educate myself or continuously educate myself. Because
Mhm.
I don't believe you have to go to school to get education. You just got to open up a book. You got to go get experience. You got to um, like dissect or reevaluate or reflect
Mm.
on the things that you've done and how can you improve.
Mhm.
And then also like value is like valuing yourself, valuing your product. Like this purse is $600.
Yeah.
Like that is value
Yeah.
because I put time and effort into research and development.
Mhm.
But then some people might look at it and be like, I'm not paying that much.
Mhm.
But like, okay, then go buy something
Yeah,
else.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
don't change your value
Yeah.
because
So
yeah.
like standing on your value,
Facts.
believing in yourself, and just continuing to create so that the products and the things that you do build,
Mm.
the value continues to build.
Mm.
So and as we become older, stronger, smarter, more valuable, like
Mhm.
fine wine, like we
Mm.
can continuously build our value. And I feel like the way that we do that is by continuously building ourselves. Like,
Mm.
I have this quote that I always say is, as you become better, so does your circumstances.
Mm.
So like the more like I refine myself, the more I refine my brand.
Mm.
The more I refine the podcast experience, the more I refine the books that I'm writing. The
Mm.
better I become, the better I'm able to like give value to the world.
Yeah, and I agree with that completely because it ties back to, like, earlier and almost, like, coming from within and pouring into yourself and improving yourself, and like you said, to improve the circumstances. I love that quote. I think that's a great quote to live by. Kind of to run back, so you mentioned, like, there was a pivotal moment where you were in the law class and you were drawing the designs and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Are there other moments that you feel like almost similar to the question you asked me, where it was like a light bulb moment where you're like, "Wow, I wanna,"
I got
you know?
so like with that, it was like when I was a kid,
Mhm.
the house I was living in got raided.
Mm.
And like I'm probably like 7 or 8. The host was like a mess. Like the police came, broke everything up,
Mhm.
and I had like this kid. I'm thinking back then. I'm like, I want to be able to save or protect this situation.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was when the first lawyer clicked in my brain,
Yeah.
and it was like if I'm a lawyer, then I could protect the people.
Mhm.
And once I got older and once I got to law school, and then you realize it's not me becoming a lawyer that's going to protect the people, it's the people changing their decisions and doing better decisions. Like, because you think like, okay, we from the black community, it's the police are doing this stuff to us, but sometimes we're doing it to ourselves. Like if we sell drugs
Mm.
and the police kick our door down, we're mad at the police.
Mm.
Like they the enemy. Like as a kid, you're coming up, you think they the enemy, but like we doing bad stuff.
For the
You
action.
know what I'm saying? Like this is what happens when you do that stuff. So
Yeah.
it took me like getting more mature and realizing like it's not on me to save the people,
Mhm.
but I can save the people by me pursuing my purpose and doing what I want to do, because then what it does is it saves the young me
Mhm.
by seeing me and saying like I can do that too. Like
Yeah.
I don't gotta sell drugs, I don't gotta pimp, I
Mhm.
don't gotta like do bad stuff
Mm.
or like crime. I can do legit stuff. And I think it took my best friend passing away. I was 21, he was 20. And when he got murdered, that was when I got made the decision to just basically go legitimate and
Mm.
just focus on legitimate stuff. Um, Recognize that like if you got one foot in the streets, one foot in school, and one foot trying to pursue this law thing, you're half-ass.
Mm.
You're not fully in it. So then like basically with the energy from him and
Mhm.
the thought of like, okay, focus and do good. Then I didn't like have my mind split up. I was focused on legitimate. I'm gonna focus fully on the school thing.
Mhm.
Focus on school. Then that led me to the brand, which that led me to the principles, which that led me to where I'm at today and building all these different things. But sometimes I feel like I'm spreading myself thin. But then I also realize like I have capacity to do these things.
Mm.
Like if I didn't have the capacity, none of the shit would be getting done. But it's getting done, so I know I can do it.
Yeah.
So I just got to continue to do it.
Yeah. Facts. Speaking of, sorry, the principles and the values that you mentioned, Trev clothing, trust, respect, educate, and value. What advice do you have for people watching to be able to live through those principles and those values? Yeah, what advice, maybe guidance, so that they can have that?
Buy some Trev clothing. No, I would
Like
say
legit though, no, actually buy it
so
though,
like
bro.
for me, like I got the Trev logo all over my house. So
Mhm.
like I got it in the bathroom, got it by my computer, I got it by the wall when I'm walking into my room.
Mhm.
And it's my name and it's my brand, but like it's also to me it's not that.
Mm.
It's the principles. It's the things that it reminds me to like remember to trust yourself,
Mm.
trust other people, get around trustworthy people, recognize that you can't trust everybody.
Mhm.
And when someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Mm.
And like one person do one thing that's not like trustworthy for me, like I'll give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, but if it's inherently their character,
Yeah.
they never get entrusted.
Mm-mm.
Like they never get entrusted. So then, but then respect to me, like I give everyone respect.
Yeah.
Like there's a base level of respect. You respect the CEO, you respect the janitor, you respect everybody. And with that, I don't never take that away from nobody. Like I'm giving everybody love and respect. And that's like, you can hate me, you can did something bad to me, I'm still giving you respect.
Mm.
But like, if you're gonna disrespect me, I'm not gonna put myself in that situation where
Yeah.
you're gonna keep disrespecting me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where like, I demand my respect, but I give, so
Mhm.
I get, you know what I mean? You
Yep.
give love, so you get love. And then with the education is like continuously learning, doing stuff like this, when we're interviewing folks on Future Friday, like I'm learning so much stuff. You know, we learn about the Land Titles Initiative. We learn about entrepreneurship. We learn about the acting careers with Nathan. We learned about doctors. We learned about lawyers. Like, how do you become a partner in a firm?
Yeah.
Like these things that like we get to live through other people's experiences. We don't have to be that if we don't want to be that, but we can do anything we want to do. It's just if you don't want to do that, you know what I mean? Learn. And I think education is important where reading autobiographies, reading biographies. Because if you read an autobiography, it's a personal biography from the person, I think. And it puts you in the mindset of who they think they are, who they believe themselves to be. And then a biography, it's who the world or who the writer, whoever's creating that thinks that they are. Because we're as people, like we feel like sometimes like, oh, Barack Obama, I can't be nothing like him. It's so far away or far fetched. But like, if you read their autobiographies or their biographies, you realize like it humanizes them and it lets you know like I can become whatever I want to become. And my story is not written. But if you live your life like one day, you like you don't. I don't live to like be one to be remembered. But if you live like your life has meaning and your life has purpose, you're gonna act like it has purpose. So then you're gonna reflect that purpose. You're gonna reflect that meaning, and then you're gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like I don't care if I'm remembered, but I do want to work hard and build my brand so that when I am gone, it means something when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I feel like that's something, oh my goodness, there was an event or something where someone asked me about an like something I wanted to leave, and I think I said like impact and inspiring. Um, so yeah, I resonate with that a lot because it's like if you are gonna leave something, it's like inspiring others, impacting others, like kind of leaving your mark in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to help others. No, it's good.
Answer
Yeah.
your question.
Yeah, you did. You covered that
It's
thorough.
like, it's like,
Thorough.
and then just the value, standing on business, standing on your value, believing in yourself. That the value key is like valuing others and like also valuing like whatever it is you're creating, your time, your energy.
Yeah,
Because like some people don't value other people's time.
that's true.
Like you show up late, that just shows like you don't give a fuck about my time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to put in the effort to be early. Like my clock is 10 minutes ahead
Yeah.
so that I'm always on time. And if I'm late, I'm still on time because I value other people's time and I want to express or show them that I value their time.
Yeah. The next thing that I kind of wanted to go into is as we reflect on season 2 and like the previous season, are there anything or is there anything from the previous season that you've kind of like really like stuck to you and you've taken away and kind of brought into this new year or after the episodes?
So reflecting from season 2,
Hmm.
um, it's because like
Or even season 1, all the seasons that you've done really.
uh, I'll maybe let you go first.
I got one for sure. Hit
Go,
me
you
like
go, you go, you go.
I can't remember when we had Dorico as a guest. Was that last season? Or
It's
was it
hard because they're all
they're all
blending in.
yeah.
It's like we got 2 seasons now,
Yeah.
but he probably was last season.
Yeah, it was one of those seasons.
Because when the AI cartoon thing came out, it
Yeah.
was last season. So yeah.
I was going to, I was on campus and, I had the choice between the stairs and the elevator, and I was standing there and I was like, "Oh my goodness." I'm like, "You know what?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna take the stairs." And then it just made me realize that, like, these conversations that we have with community members and with, yeah, with community members and just, like, powerful people, I'm just like, "Oh my goodness," like the stuff sticks with you, like, the lessons stick with
Mhm.
you, and it was not a big flight of stairs at all, but just, like, to think and to kinda go back into that episode and stuff, I'm like, "Oh my goodness," like, there's a lot of valuable lessons and stuff that carry through some of these Feature Friday episodes.
100% because it making you make better decisions that
Yeah,
are good for your longevity. I
yeah,
think that's a lot of the gems that we do get. We're absorbing that,
yeah,
and then we're able to teach it or utilize it or embody it
true.
in what we're doing on a day to day.
Facts.
That's why I do appreciate the this podcast and being able to host it and like having that opportunity because
Mhm.
these people that we're interviewing, we're building more rapport with them.
Yeah.
We're building more connection with them, and that creates more synergy within community.
Mhm.
And getting their story out there, knowing their story, it's inspiring.
Mhm. 100%. Yeah, no, it's definitely inspiring. Yeah, and I feel like every conversation, like, I learn I can't speak for yourself, but, like, learning something new, um,
No, I
getting
didn't learn
inspired.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like, nah,
Honestly, yeah, I did.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we learn a lot, man, and they just inspire, some of the quotes and stuff that they'll say, like, the stuff just sticks, and I feel like also the conversations with Feature Friday, it's like sometimes they're so timely too. Like you never know like what people are kind of going through, but we'll go into those
Mhm.
space with like community and they'll say something and I'm like, wow, like I needed to hear this at this exact moment, you know?
100%, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot of love with this podcast, a lot of people coming together, and I feel like there's a lot of folks out there listening.
Mhm.
So I feel like this season that we gotta get more folks on here that we never got on here. Because I know we were focused on, the folks that were,
Mhm.
like, getting the folks on, they're focused on, like, of a younger crowd.
Mhm.
I feel like we gotta go broader, and we gotta get more leaders from community
Mhm.
on the episodes to talk about their upbringing, their journey, so that the younger folks can learn from how they got to the big positions that they're in.
Mhm.
I feel like that's important because, like, we're young folks, but there's older folks that are, like, probably in their 50s, 60s
Mhm.
that are gonna be able to give their perspective. Mind you, there's a lot of young outlook because when like older folks they might have like different
Mhm.
different outlooks. So I feel like it's important for us to bridge that,
Yeah.
like bring those folks on here. So I think like something that we were gonna propose is
Yeah.
that we get a person our age
Mhm.
and then we get an elder.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think that would be a great season 3
Yeah.
thing. So we got to propose that to the board of directors or whoever directs the folks that are
Facts.
going on. What
And
is
I
what is it?
the one board. No, facts. I think that's good though too, because I think, yeah, with Feature Friday season 3, we're looking to like expand, like you said, like that age range that we're reaching because yeah, closing the employment gap for African Nova Scotians between the ages of 18 to 30/35 was definitely like the initial focus as well. But also to close that gap, we need to tap in, like you
Mhm.
said, to other age ranges and to other groups and stuff like
Because
that.
if you think about someone that's 34, like if it's 35, but then the folks that are the OGs, they're gonna give us the game that allowed them to get to be the OGs. To like
Yeah.
some of these people in jobs that's paying over 100K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like how are like these younger people that's in their 20s, like how can they see that for themselves? You know what I'm saying? And not to say like money's anything, but like there's other people that are in powerful positions that are making big changes in our community.
Mhm.
There's people that are in politics. It's like I don't even know much about politics,
Yeah.
but like we need to get those folks on here so that they can talk about the experiences and the journeys
Mhm.
and how folks can navigate. Mind you, there will probably be some folks that still want to gatekeep,
Mhm.
not to say anybody or like judge anybody or whatever,
Mhm.
but like there's still going to be some people that don't want to give the game.
Mhm.
And it's on us to pull the game from the folks.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? To get them to be on the podcast and tell the world, like, how did you get in this position? Like, what advice would you give to somebody that wants to be in the same position? Even if it's them taking your position,
Yeah.
but that's the thing that I'm getting at.
No, I feel you though, like passing the torch and stuff like that as well. But then also, because I feel like sometimes, like in community, it's good to compete, but it can also sometimes be harmful when you're
Collaboration
when
is
you're not,
key.
yes, collaboration. It's good to compete and to want to better yourself, to better your brand and kind of like compete with others to kind of challenge yourself,
Hmm.
but when you're competing with others to the point where you're almost wanting to bring someone down or not share knowledge, you're actually more broadly harming community
Yes,
in doing so.
you're doing yourself a disservice in your
Yeah.
community. You think like you're 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 trying to be here in blackness and raise up blackness.
Yeah.
But if you're not to judge anybody, but if
Yeah.
you're the one that's not giving the person that needs the game
Mhm.
and letting them self sabotage,
Yeah.
you're wrong.
Facts. I agree. I agree. And I think that also because like even when I think of I'm not I'm not thorough in business, but like there's a million different phone companies and brands and all that other stuff. You can literally give I could give you a recipe of something that I'm good at making right now and you could still
Yes.
not deliver in the same way that I deliver. I could coach you
We
through
can
it or whatever.
all make it.
But
Like
we can all
when
yeah,
it comes to like clothing brands, when it comes to models, when it comes to
yeah.
everybody can make it in the
Put their
one.
own twist to it.
And the other cool thing about it is if let's say we're
Yeah.
doing the same thing
Yeah.
and I give you all the game I have,
Yeah.
you give me all the game you have, we become better.
And elevate each other.
Like steel sharpens steel versus
Yeah.
like some people they'll be like, oh, I'll give you all my game and you don't give me no
Yeah.
game. So then you take it and you go with it, but then it's like, so then how we growing together? You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, but what that does for me when I do something like that,
Mhm.
it makes me know like the information that I'm giving is
Mhm.
good game. Like
Facts.
when you have good game, it's good. But when you have a person with good game
Facts.
and you have good game times good game. What is it? Greatness.
Greatness squared.
Greatness. Greatness.
Yeah. No, facts. So that's why, like, it's important to, like, it's important to share your knowledge for real. Like, what good is knowledge if you're not sharing it, if you're not helping other people elevate themselves as well. And I think that that also helps you better yourself too, because if you're just not sharing information or sharing knowledge, and you kind of keep yourself, you almost get comfortable as well, I think, because then you don't have like that kind of challenge, like you mentioned, two people elevating themselves to be like, oh, like improve this, improve that, boom, boom, boom. You go, like,
Yes, you make each other better. Like two guys going to the gym together, they push each other.
yeah.
Two people with similar businesses that chop it up all the time, they push each other. Like I got a buddy that's from Atlanta, and shout out to him because if you've seen all of the content I've been making in December till now, because we don't have a Trev clothing store anymore, we had to shift to online. And he told me like, this is what you got to do. He literally has a similar brand, but he told me all the game and the things that I had to do, and then I started executing on it. Shout out to my boy David from Atlanta. We met in Shanghai. It's time for the one-word checkout. You guys might not be familiar, but if you're new here, one-word checkout is one word of the vibe, how you felt of this conversation. You hashtag and you put in the comments below. And if you're listening, go to Instagram, go to YouTube, find us, hashtag in the comments, your one word. So the one word is how you felt. And I'm gonna just dive in and say my one word because she might not be ready. So my one word is embark, because I feel like I'm embarking on a bunch of different things right now, and I'm just trying to stay the course. Like I'm gonna stay doing everything that I can do max out, but I'm gonna continue embarking, moving forward, and embark on new things in 2026. There's things that I discuss with you guys that I'm working on, but there's other things and other opportunities that I can't see yet that I gotta tap into. So hopefully you'll be able to see me flourish and embark on that journey in 2026.
Mm, that was a good word. Big, big word. My one word is going to be intentional. I just feel like new year, new year, new me. No, I'm joking. But new year for real, like just moving intentional with whatever it may be, opportunities that you take on, being intentional and being patient as well. Sometimes intention means that things may not sprout immediately like you might want things to sprout, but when you're intentional with stuff, it's like it's worth the wait, it's worth the patience and the intention to get certain outcomes and stuff. So just moving with more intention in life, and yeah, that's how I
Yes,
feel.
I like it because there's another, not to be like, oh, let me throw a bunch of words at it, but it's like a lot of the stuff that we discussed and we talked about are things that we're aligned with. So like with community, with for me it's like with community, with fashion, with cryptocurrency, with writing, storytelling. I'm trying to get better at that. So you know what I mean? That aligns with me just trying to become better. And I think for you, it's similar to where you're pursuing a career as a doctor,
Yeah.
and you're not limiting yourself to be like, I just have to focus on school. No, I can build in all these other different areas, like
Yeah.
with the modeling, with the acting,
Yeah.
still spend time with my family. Are you still going to the US?
Well, yeah, I went to go see my sister.
Oh, that was already done.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I went
tough.
for New Year's, but that was like a one-off and stuff like that. Yeah.
Detroit detail.
And it had the white Trev suit,
Okay,
so
okay,
it brings it.
okay,
Got a
white
couple
Trev.
questions on that too.
There
So
we go, there we
yeah.
go. Tough, tough.
But yeah. So thanks y'all for tuning in to our first episode of a new year. Make sure you like, comment, follow, subscribe, share. You know the drill.
And also leave in the comments if you would like, if you're at this point right now, who would you like to see on Feature Friday? Who from community? ANS, Black, Caribbean, folks from the diaspora, who would you like to see on here? We can even get some folks from abroad. Just bring them here. Fly them in from out of town. I'm only joking. We ain't got the budget for that, but maybe in the future.
See y'all at the next episode.
Love.
So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening to our Feature Friday podcast. And just wanted to make sure that you guys are connected on all platforms. So wherever you're tuning in, maybe even leave us a 5-star review.
If you're watching on YouTube, hit like and subscribe.
And on our social medias as well, you can follow us at ANS Lab or at African Nova Scotian Youth Lab as well on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We got the whole mumble jumble. It'll be in our link tree in our bio.
Don't forget to enter our contest that we have in each episode.
And the way to enter that contest will be sprinkled throughout our episodes, so make sure that you're listening and paying attention.
Each episode may be different, but comment below wherever you are.
And if you don't use social media and you're one of those people, you can even reach out to us by email at anslab@onenorthend.com.
The details are in the episode description.
And last but not least, we want to make sure that we get you guys connected to our resource, our network of resources, the Grapevine newsletters. So to get subscribed, you can check the link in our bio and subscribe yourself. But if you're not that tech savvy, you can also email us at anslab@onenorthend.com and we can get you hooked up.
We'll see you on the next episode.
See you next month.
Let's get it.
Feature Friday. Friday.
What's your favorite thing about Fridays?
That's a good question.
The features.